Luxury watches used to compete in size: larger cases, thicker movements, more visible complications. For a long time, the industry believed that complexity had to be seen. If a watch was expensive, it had to look expensive. But today, something very different is happening. Some of the most respected watchmakers in the world are competing in the opposite direction. They are trying to make watches thinner, not slightly thinner, radically thinner, and doing that is one of the hardest challenges in all of watchmaking. Take the Vacheron Constantin Overseas Perpetual Calendar Ultra Thin. At first glance, it looks elegant and restrained, but inside that case is a full perpetual calendar, a mechanism that tracks the date, month, leap years, and moon phase. Yet the entire watch is just over 8 millimeters thick. Fitting a mechanism like that into such a thin case requires an extraordinary level of engineering, because every millimeter removed creates a new problem. Gears become smaller, energy becomes harder to manage, structural rigidity becomes more difficult to maintain. Watchmakers must rethink the entire architecture of the movement, and some brands have taken this challenge even further. Consider the Piaget Altiplano Ultimate Concept. Instead of placing the movement inside a case, Piaget essentially turned the case itself into part of the movement. The entire watch is just 2 millimeters thick. That's thinner than many coins. Another example is the Bvlgari Octo Finissimo Ultra, a watch that pushed the limits of ultra-thin mechanical design even further. But these watches are not just technical exercises. They represent something deeper about the evolution of luxury. Luxury used to signal power through size. Today, it signals intelligence through restraint. Thinner watches require more engineering discipline, more precision, and more mastery over materials and mechanics. They are harder to design, harder to manufacture, and harder to perfect. And that difficulty is exactly what modern collectors appreciate. Because true luxury isn't always about adding more. Sometimes it's about achieving more with less. That's why ultra-thin watchmaking has become one of the quiet competitions among the world's greatest watchmakers. Not louder, not bigger, just better. And thinner.